How's it going, guys? Just doing a little bit of a vlog, I guess, kind of thing here today. Just a little bit of an update, show you what's going on and all that. The weather in San Diego's turned a little bit. It's been a little bit rainy. Been kind of fun for daily driving with a rear-wheel drive car. But today we're going to the store. I personally always like to let my cars warm up. Some people say once it's off the needle, it's good to go. I like to let my cars get at least close to operating temperature before I start driving them. So we're going to Best Buy today. Gonna get some stuff for a little bit of filming, just some simple stuff. Maybe make these videos a little bit nicer. I also wanted to give just a general update on the Miata and the Nova as well. NBs are known for having window regulators that like to go out, and this happened just the other day. Yeah. I know that's a common problem. I'm hoping it'll be a fairly simple fix. The other side works just fine for now. I'll probably likely do both regulators just so I know that they're both good to go. But overall, she's been running good, and it looks like we're just about warmed up, so let's get a move on. This is that stereo I mentioned to you guys in my intro video for the Miata. It's just a Pioneer head unit with the stock speakers, but it doesn't sound half bad. All music is property of their respective owners. Overall, the interior of the car is awesome. There's zero cracks on the dash. The seats are actually in really good shape. A lot of times these cloth seats will just be torn up. The door panels are all right. They're at least in one piece. They're not super pretty. The rear deck, I haven't put the carpet back in since doing the top, but it's in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of corrosion just because I think the old rain rail wasn't 100%. But it's got a brand new rain rail right there with a brand new Robbins top, and everything has been working pretty good. Alright, so here we are. It is Christmas time here in San Diego, so hopefully there's some good deals and the shopping's not too crazy. I always like seeing what cars are in parking lots around. There's a Mazda Speed 6 over there. Nice Hemi Charger. JDM front end Integra, not bad. Interesting, an electronic wine opener. The produce section. Say, it's almost Christmas. Maybe I'll get lucky. Psych. I had no idea there was such a big toothbrush selection at Best Buy. That's, wow, look at that. That is intense. For all your grooming needs, that is a lot of shavers. My watch is smarter than your watch. That is an entire aisle just for smartwatches and Fitbits and the like. Apparently this is new. You can get certain home appliances here. There's some very fancy smart dishwashers and dryers and even stove tops and ovens. Pretty cool. So fancy. So, I always feel kind of weird filming in public places. I just found a quiet corner of Best Buy over here in the middle of all this kitchen stuff, which is, it's kind of weird actually how quiet it is compared to the rest of the store. It's really bustling in here. Everybody's doing holiday shopping. But you guys are probably wondering what I'm doing in Best Buy, and it's not to buy a smart countertop stove or an oven or something. I'm getting some stuff for filming. I'm looking for a tripod. I'm having trouble finding it. Finally found them. This is the kind of tripod I'm looking at, so I can use it for some you know, just regular stationary stuff, but also maybe wrap it up, show some engine bay shots, maybe some driving shots. Always making my car look tiny. Alright, so we're all done at Best Buy. I got an SD card because my phone does not have nearly enough memory to be doing all this filming. And a pretty neat little tripod. It's got magnetic feet, and it wraps around basically anything. It's pretty cool. I'm hoping it will fit my phone, but I think it should be okay. And it should help with some of the filming. I know some of the videos have been a little bit shaky if I'm holding it by hand. But this way I can take some stationary shots, get some shots maybe while driving, and do some under hood stuff in the engine bay, maybe do some of that. The little tripod, you can kind of use it as a selfie stick. I'm not a huge fan of selfies, but you know, it makes things a little bit easier. Hopefully things will be a little bit more steady. You know, get some sweet panning shots. You know, and I wonder if I can wrap it around my handle. That works decent. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's not super steady, but that's kind of cool. Maybe I can give you guys some ride-along shots now. Make me feel like Matt Farah. So I also got this because it has magnetic feet, and actually, with the parcel shelf in Miatas, since it's metal, it fits right on here, and it's actually pretty stable. Maybe we can have a little bit of fun with this. Who needs a GoPro, right? That's not half bad. I like how that fits in there. Looks like somebody's been having fun in my neighborhood. Hello, beautiful. Well, kinda. I'm having too much fun with this tripod thing. This is kind of cool. I can hang it on my soft top frame with the magnets, and it's not bad. You can see it's a little bit shaky, more than a little bit, but it works pretty well. Looking forward to do some shots with it, and now I got to give you guys an update. Low panning shot. So I'd mentioned a few of these in my previous video about the Nova, but these are all the latest new parts for the car. Starting off here, I've got a new brake master cylinder. This is actually a stock Chevy Vega master cylinder, and it has the right bore size that I need, and it should help with my issues with my Willwoods not really engaging 100%. It's just a stock part from Cardone, from Rock Auto. Oh, sorry, actually I think that one came from Summit. What did come from Rock Auto was the new Delphi steering box, and this is basically a remanufactured Jeep Cherokee steering box, 1998 Jeep Cherokee, and it actually bolts in, and it gives you a 12.7:1 steering ratio. And being a Jeep, it actually has more travel than the Camaro and Nova boxes would if you were to just try to buy one of those. It's from Lairs, from Rock Auto. and I've heard some pretty good things about it, and it's a really good cheap option. Best bang for your buck, basically, and hopefully it should work out pretty well. Now, in order to use it, because GM swapped around some fittings and so, well, I guess more so Delphi, the manufacturer, swapped around some of the spline counts and such, so I have a couple steering coupler adapter, coupling hole things. And I'm hoping between these two, I should be able to adapt this to my stock steering column. From what I have heard, you can take the coupler from a truck from the mid-'80s, and it should bolt right onto my steering column. I also have the new power steering reservoir. This is a pretty neat piece. The same brand as my pump, All-Star Performance, through Summit Racing as well, and it's got AM fittings. It's got some Dash 10 and Dash 6 fittings on here. And the bracket that they give is traditionally used on roll bars and such, so you basically use hose clamps, clamp to the reservoir, and then this side you would clamp to a piece of the frame, where usually dirt track cars would have a roll bar or part of basically a tube chassis in the engine bay. I do not, so I will either have to try and adapt this. I've heard of people flattening out this plate and using it to bolt in. I think I might be able to make a plate that comes off the head and just kind of make my own piece like this, and be able to bolt it in like that. All these parts combined will definitely help the car. Right now my steering is stock manual. It's really not very good, and my brakes don't lock up as much as I need them to. So I can't really take the car to autocross or drive it on the street as much as I wish, just because it's kind of a pain, and it's not as 100% safe as I would like. So hopefully this will help, and be able to get the car out to the track, do some racing with it next year, and have a lot of fun. So I figured I'd try out the whole vlogging deal. It's kind of fun, filming stuff as you go about your day. We'll see how much more that I do. I'm not, really trying to put my entire life on the channel, but just kind of show some of the stuff I'm doing with the cars, with all the new parts and everything, and how things are going. And it's also good to give, an update on the cars. I know it's been a little bit since I've put some stuff, some of my, my Instagram. I should probably put some more stuff on there, and try to get a few more videos out more often, maybe one a week, maybe more. And in a general update, the Miata needs things like tires, and I mentioned that in my video about it. I'm thinking I'm gonna find some stock wheels and get some decent-ish tires for it, and do whatever little maintenance that I need to do on it immediately, which isn't much. Maybe, like I mentioned, the valve cover gasket, and maybe check out, how the plugs and wires are doing. Beyond that, everything works really well on it, and I don't need to really do much. As much as I would love to start modifying it and put better suspension and, maybe find a hardtop and all that, I really need to focus on the Nova a bit more, because it's been not neglected, but I just have not made as much progress as I really wanted to on it this year. So I've decided for the new year, I'm going to take maybe the money that I would spend modifying the Miata right away, save that, and put it into the Nova. I've been looking at maybe some aftermarket EFI conversion kits, to help things with the way that it runs right now. It does run lean at part throttle, and it makes it really difficult to drive on the street without it overheating. And it also gives up a lot of power having a bad tune in your car in general. So I'm hoping maybe if I can get the funds together, I can check that out. I'd have to mess with my fuel system a little bit, but hopefully not too much. And then we'll start doing some racing with it. We'll start driving it more often, getting more of a feel for the car. I've only been able to drive it so much since I've gotten it. It'll be, 2 years since I've gotten the car, this coming February, I think. And it's a really fun car. It really is. It's quite a beast. It's a bear to drive, day to day. I drove it for most of a week once last summer, and it was a lot of work. It is not a good car to have in traffic. The clutch is easy, and it rolls fine, but the steering's heavy. It gets really hot in there because of the holes in the floor and everything, and it just is not practical at all, not to mention the small fuel tank and the crappy gas mileage. The EFI would help with that. I might look into getting a bigger tank, as I had planned anyway.
It's probably only a couple $100 for the same basic fuel cell, just bigger. So we'll see. That might be coming next year too. The holidays are coming up, so we'll have to see how much stuff I get done with the cars. I'm really hoping maybe once school ends this week, I'm really feeling that finals push. Hopefully, I can get some more stuff on the car done between now and the end of the year, and then come the new year, we'll have some fun. See you in the next one.